I quit football. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the video where I am sitting here telling you guys straight to face that I will be quitting football as it is. As it is because Barcelona has given me more headache than any other woman in my life. They have given me more headache than every single problem I face in my life. They are giving me more headache than Manchester United. This has reached a different level, because if you are giving me more headache than Manchester United, that's where you have to cross the line. Barcelona are just too good to be true, man. Barcelona, who the same Barcelona you laugh at couple of years ago, Flick joins in, and this is what they are doing on a weekly basis. First of all, destroying Atletico Madrid, now coming here and destroying Real Betis. Before anything, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to tell you guys that I will be joining the sport of F1 from now on. This is going to be an F1 channel. Not really, please don't unsubscribe. But I'm going to be supporting Mark Van Basten. I don't know what his name is, but anyways, you know him. Ladies and gentlemen, I see on my screen this lineup before the game. You see the Joan Garcias, you see the Pedris, and then there is something that is not truly right. First of all, where is Lewandowski? Second of all, why is Lamine Yamal at the number 10 position? You know, he received the number 10 kit number obviously this season. He never played in the number 10, the central attacking midfielder position, until today. You know, when I saw this lineup, I genuinely made my underwears a bit dirty from the backside, if you know what I mean. Because I know if Lamine Yamal plays in that position, it's genuinely over for everyone. Especially on the right wing position when you have a Rooney Bargi who has been so annoying in the preseason. You know, I wondered, where was this brother all this time? Does he play in the Barcelona B, I believe? Do they just bring them anytime they want, anytime they wish? How does that even work? You know how unfair it is to bring players or rotate players when you have the Barcelona Academy as your rotation? Rooney Bargi brings on to this game, and I already am seeing fear being struck inside of me. Lamine central attack midfielder, Rashford on the left wing, no Lewandowski to miss his penalties and skies the penalties. Ladies and gentlemen, first things first, Anthony Dos Santos was out there speaking to God before kickoff. You know, this was genuinely me before kickoff. When I saw that lineup, that was me on my knees, both knees, praying to God, because what's about to come, the next few games, this Barcelona lineup, Lamine that position, Rooney there, it's over for us, fam. Anthony Dos Santos, the GOAT himself, genuinely scored in this game. Does it matter? Nope. When the GOAT of football, Anthony Dos Santos, scores and you still lose by 5 goals. You had Ferran Torres, first of all, scoring a hat-trick. Now, pause. Why is Ferran Torres scoring? First of all, scoring. No, I will not even continue saying scoring a hat-trick. How is Ferran Torres scoring? Ferran Torres is the most bipolar football player in football, man. Some games he's genuinely, you look at him and ask yourself, how are you even a football player? We miss Lewandowski. And then sometimes Lewandowski plays and he misses penalties and you're like, how do you play football, fam? Just go to Saudi or China, Shanghai FC. And now Ferran Torres, on the form of his life, he has more goals than Vinicius Jr. since last season, ladies and gentlemen. He has produced the most goal and assist contributions, the most goals in all competitions this season than any other Barcelona player. 14 goals for Ferran Torres. That's more goals than Lamine Yamal. That's more goals than Lewandowski. That's more goals than Rafinha. This is unbelievable, fam. How do you have the most goals in a Barcelona team with those many attackers and superstars in the team, fam? The fact that he goes and scores a hat-trick, hits on you. This celebration, which reminded me a bit of the Kylian Mbappe celebration, but Mbappe does this and he did like that. I believe Messi did that once, right? Oh my god, he reminds me of Messi. That's why it traumatized me. That's why the celebration traumatized me. He copied Messi's celebration there. I don't even know what to say anymore, fam. Rooney Bargi, next topic, right? He comes on this pitch. He's like, do you know when you bring a kid and you make him play in a football game around like grown men, right? You know how happy they look? They are so happy because they are playing, especially when you bring like your little brother and you make him play with your friends, right? Happiness on his face. He's like, finally I'm playing with the big boys. That's what it felt here, fam. They brought him from the academy probably. He was out there trying to score bicycle kicks. How do you even find yourself in that position? I genuinely don't know, fam. He assisted this game and he scored in this game as well with his weak foot and a beautiful goal. I don't know what it is with this Rooney Bargi brother, but every time he's on that pitch, it's always a beautiful goal that he scores for Barcelona, and he performs and outperforms every single attacker, man. And on top of all of that, he hits a Naruto celebration. This is this is what is destroying European teams now. Kids doing Naruto celebrations and other kids of a Lamine Yamal genuinely. The reason this lineup scares me the way it did, right? For the first goal, for example, man, you had Koundé running up the pitch. He had the 1-2 with Lamine Yamal. He then gave it to someone else, and that someone else gave it back to Koundé, this triangle that was built, right? And then gave it to the shark, Ferran Torres, and scored the goal. The reason this lineup is so dangerous because Lamine Yamal, as a central attacking midfielder, he's so much more free. The talent of a Lamine Yamal, and you put him in a free position, is the most dangerous player you could face, fam. He moves like Messi, and I don't want to say it because it's too soon, but he was reminding me of Messi this game, man. The fact that now defenders, left back especially, who are used to studying Lamine Yamal in that right wing position, trying to find ways and tactics to lock him up when he was in the right wing position, now they cannot do that, fam. This brother can go left, straight, back, right, around, swerving around. Brother, I don't even know, fam. That's how free this brother is and how dangerous this brother is. It's like when you bring someone out from jail, a criminal of 30 plus years, death sentence, I don't know what's it called. You bring him out and you just let him go, fam. You let him go in front of a bank or something like that. What do you think he will do, fam? You think he'll just go back home? Or will he rob that bank? Exactly. I don't know if any of that makes sense, but that's what that's Lamine Yamal here. Allowing Rooney Bargi as well to play in his position and just shine with the big boys, man. And the fact that what a talent this brother is. Rooney Bargi going back to him yet again. Him and Lamine Yamal, this duo could be such a dangerous duo, and it's starting to cook something. Hansi Flick has genuinely lost his way, you could say, from the start of the season until now. And then now he looked at everything, he looked at the tactics and changed things up for the better, man. I don't know if this is the Rafinha luck or what, but the fact that this brother has turned around this Barcelona team yet again is just admirable for Hansi Flick, man. Hansi Flick, you're a genius in my opinion. Hansi Flick's second season, they always said that second season Hansi Flick is always the worst. He does so bad, everyone just figures out his tactics and everything. But ladies and gentlemen, no one's figuring out the tactics. I wish we figured out his tactics, fam. 8 goals, 11 assists. Is this a stat checker for every single game for Lamine Yamal? I don't even know, man. I'm genuinely tired of this Barcelona team. I'm tired of football. And they're still leading the table, man. It's just sad. I thought Real Betis, who hasn't lost a single game since the last 7 games, I believe, and they lost to Barcelona by 5 goals. I'm hopeless anymore. I guess we have to wait until the El Clasico. Subscribe if you're new to the channel, like the video, comment, and I'll save the second comment, and gracias amigos.